Okay, so inequalities are mathematical sentence that compares quantities. We have symbols, which I think you're familiar with. The less than, fewer than, these are the words that you're going to see. So now it's not just like, they're not just going to give you a simple problem like example 1. They're going to give you a word problem, and you're going to have to set it up, right? Some of you that started the homework noticed that. Okay, so you have less than, fewer than, or less than or equal to, is no more than, is at most. These are really important keywords that help us solve. Okay, and then greater than, is more than, exceeds, and then the other symbol, greater than or equal to, is no less than, is at least. Now for me, I would always get confused when I would read the word problems. I'd say, wait, is that most or is that least? I don't know. So this is like a nice little chart that you have in your notebook. Okay, you can use this on the quiz and on the test so that you don't forget which way you want to set up your arrow. Is that helpful to you?
Yeah.
The words? Okay. So example 1's pretty easy, right? You're solving it just like pretend there's an equal sign there, right? That's all we're doing.
Equal sign.
So just pretend there's an equal sign here, right? Where the arrow is.
Oh.
So if we're adding 3, then we subtract 3, and then we get 7. And you can still check them. All you have to do is replace x with a number greater than 7, because this says x is greater than 7. And if it works, like so 8's greater than 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is 8 plus 3 greater than 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be 11, right? So you can check. Now, if you had your arrow going the wrong way, if you put 8 there, then you would get 11 is less than 7, and you know that was wrong, okay? So it's just a way to check and make sure your arrow is going the right way, too. Yeah?
So is it like always 8, or is it just like...
No, any number, whatever you got here. So if you said x is greater than 7, then you would pick a number greater than 7. You could put 10 there. You could put 1,000 there. Any number greater than 7 would work. But you might as well put 8, right? It's just the next number. Okay? All right. So example 2 says, fix this. It's kind of crooked. All right, example 2. Did you guys all get the top written down, or did I go too fast?
Yeah.
No,
It's okay? You got the top? Okay. So we have -6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. Okay, so first we just add 5 to both sides. And now we have -1 is greater than or equal to n. Okay? So what I did for n is I just check. I just plug it back in. Okay? So if I get or equal to sign, I can just plug back in the number that I got, right? -1. So then you plug it in, and this makes -6, right? So is -6 greater than or equal to -6?
Yeah.
Yes. So if it has or equal to, you could just plug back in whatever number you got and make sure that they are equal.
What's the line under it mean?
Or equal to. That's what it means. It's like half an equal sign, right? And then you could try another one, like you could try -2. I'll plug that in, and then -7. -6 is greater than -7. It's hard for us to think in negatives, but if you on the number line you look, -6 is greater than -7, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you forget with the negatives and how it goes, remember the smaller the negative, the bigger it is. The greater it is, right? The smaller the negative.
So
Opposite of positives.
So what if it was like 6 plus h and then like greater than with the line under so
Uh-huh. And then you would divide, but we're not doing that today. Today we're just doing adding and subtracting. Next week we'll do division and
why does it say
multiplication.
practice 503, 521, 502? Because it says that right here, 6 plus h.
Oh, I thought you said times h.
No, I didn't say 10.
Oh, okay. I'll show you that one, okay? Got it? Can you wait? All right. All right, so you just basically treat your inequality like an equal sign, right?
Yeah.
You solve it the same way, and then when you go to plug it back in, you just check to make sure it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, like say you got 8 is less than 7, you know you did something wrong, okay? Like if it has or equal to, like the little line under it, then you could just get them equal, just like we did with the equal sign. Okay with this page? Okay. No? Any other? The notes are 2 pages, so. Almost got it? Okay. All right, so on the next page, you're going to try a couple of these. Okay, so the first one I want you to try. That one's pretty easy. The second one, try that out. I'll give you about a minute. They're pretty simple. You may or may not need a calculator. Hopefully you don't need one, but
What are you supposed to do?
solve for A and then solve for Y. Treat the arrow as an equal sign, just like we did before.
Where's Y? Oh, no.
Okay, you got it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so raise your hand when you think you got number 1. Number 1. That one should be pretty easy, right? That's pretty easy. Alex P, what'd you get?
Is it just something lower than 8, right?
Yeah, but what did you get? What number?
5.
Is 5 minus 3? Yeah, but what is the actual number? Right there. It's an
8.
actual number you can get.
8.
Not 8, Rachel?
Number 1, I got 11.
11. You just add 3 to 8.
Oh. What? I thought it's
Okay.
supposed to be.
So what you're saying is A could be those numbers, right? Okay, but the actual solution that we want to write, we're going to add 3. Treat it like an equal sign, right? And now we know A is less than 11. So that means any number less than 11 will work. So when you said, well, 5 would work, right? But I want to know the actual number that we can't go over. Do you know what I mean?
11 minus 2 equals 8. So they
But that doesn't have the or equal to sign.
I know.
So you couldn't do 11. You'd have to do any number less than 11. 10.999 would work.
Why is it 11 then?
3.
Oh,
8
put
plus 3.
11 right there. Then.
Yeah, I'm not saying A equals 11. I'm saying A has to be less than 11. Less than.
Wait, so when you're on a test, does that have to be the exact number, or can you put
Yeah,
any number if you
we're
like?
not just guessing here. We're gonna put the number.
Okay.
McKenna,
And so, like, would you write out the answer? A is less than 11? And you could,
this is your answer right here, and you're done.
at least, like, you wouldn't put, like, 10
Nope.
instead of 10.
Nope, that's it.
Wait.
So that tells me any number less than 11 will work. 11 or greater won't work.
Oh.
Okay? Let's try this one here. Who got this one? Anyone? You got it? Nick? What'd you get?
Answer?
Yeah.
I got Y. I don't know how to say it.
Is greater than or equal
Greater
to?
than or equal to 6.6.
Good.
Oh, I got 7.4.
How would you do that one?
So you subtract 0.4,
Oh, you subtract. I do.
okay? And that's 6.6. And that means y is any number greater than or equal to 6.6. Any number. So when we are solving inequalities, we are narrowing it down to that one number, right? But it could be any of those numbers, couldn't it? Okay? And when you graph on the number line, I'm going to show you what that looks like, just to remind
Why
you.
does it have to be the exact number?
Why does it have to be the exact? Because then we're not sitting there guessing like, well, could it be 5? Could it be 6? I don't know. Could it be 8? So we know it's any number
So when
greater than that.
When it's like this, it's plus, and then when it's that one with the line under
not minus, greater than, less than. Greater than, less than. It's in the first part of your notes. Yeah. Sorry? Let's do some more. Okay? This is going to take some practice. Alright, so this one, maybe when we graph it, it will help you visualize, okay? So we're going to solve and graph. We have a plus 1/2 is less than 2. A plus 1/2 is less than 2. Okay, so step 1 here is to subtract the 1/2 from both sides, right? We're solving for A. Solving for A. So what's 2 minus 1/2? 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have A is any number less than 1.5. And this is how we graph it. So we draw a number line. So just draw a line. You don't have to put all the numbers in. I'm not that picky. But put the 0. And then we know 1.5 is somewhere over here, right? And then we draw an open circle like this. And then it's any number less than that, right? So then you draw your arrow pointing to all the numbers less than 1.5. Okay? Does that help a little bit, the visual? So any number less than 1.5. Yeah.
So when you draw a number line, does it matter if you do like a open circle or a closed circle?
Yep, and I'm going to show you that next. Okay? So when you are working on a number line, if it's greater than, less than, open circle. If it has the greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, closed circle. Did you learn this in 6th grade?
No.
No.
We did, but
Okay. That's okay. Those of you who learned it, you should get an A.
Wait,
Those of you who didn't learn it, you should get an A too, right? Because you're learning it now.
the open circle and closed circle, is it just like the same meaning as the little that and then that, but
Yes.
on a number line?
And here's why. If it's less than or greater than, it doesn't include that number, does it? It's just less than that. But when you fill it in like this, closed, it means or includes that number or equal to.
Oh.
So it's like kind of reminding you, yes, it is going to include that number. Okay? But I think the graph helps you guys visualize what it means. So we're just saying any number less than 1.5 there.
Is that an open circle?
That's an open because we don't have a line under this for equal to. Okay? All right. So you guys try one of these. Try this one. You have to solve it and then sketch a little number line and graph it. So h plus 4 is greater than 4. You already got it?
No.
Oh. Try it. Just treat it like an equal sign. Don't even pay attention to the arrow till the end. Just put the arrow in at the end.
So
Treat it,
if I treat it like an equal sign, then wouldn't it just be 0?
maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
how would I graph
H is greater than whatever you get.
Done.
Open circle or closed circle. Things like that. You have to think. You already got it? Okay, so Jimmy raised his hand really fast, so Jimmy's going to walk us through it. So what should we do first?
I just put it in my head.
Okay, but tell us what you did in your head.
I got a 1 at each.
You got a 1? Well,
So that's greater than
okay, but we want all the numbers greater than what number?
4.
8?
No? You said it?
0.
Good. So first we subtract 4. We treat it like an equal sign, guys. Don't just plug in and guess. This is not guess and check time. Subtract 4. Now we have h is greater than 0.
Oh, I got that.
Now when we graph it on a number line, we do this. We only have 1 point, which is 0, right? Is it open or closed? Open, because we don't have an equal. And h is any number greater than 0. So which direction should my arrow go?
Right.
Right, good. Any number greater than 0.
No.
Does that help you a little bit more?
Yeah.
No.
No, still not? Let's do one more.
Confused.
Okay, let's try this one. X minus 6 is less than or equal to 4. No guessing and checking. We're using algebra. I want you to solve it and then graph it over here. Graph a little number line.
Oh, is it always minus the number? Like how you did h plus 4? and
No,
that's always-
you do the opposite, the inverse operation. This is just like what we were doing with the equal sign. It's exactly the same rules, okay? Rules have not changed. Okay, Michael, what do you do first?
Well, I treated it like an equal sign.
So what did you do first?
I did 10 minus.
What'd you do with the 6?
Oh, well, what I did was
Did you do this algebraically or did you do guess and check?
no, I didn't do guess and check because I did because.
Okay, who did it algebraically? Who knows what to do with the 6? Nina.
Add it.
Good.
Add 6 and 4.
Add 6. So now I have x is less than or equal to 10, right?
Oh, I got
This is easy.
This is algebra. Now we draw a number line. Put a 0. Put a 10. Open or close circle? Close. So you put a closed circle on the 10. Now, it says x is less than or equal to that. So which direction does my arrow go? Left or right? Left. Good. All the numbers less than 10 or equal to 10 will work.
So basically, when
11 will work.
The little
Nope, sorry, not 11. Less than. So
Nine.
9.
5.
Wait,
Eight,
the alligator thing has the
5.
alligator?
so the
It
alligator
means
thing has like
it's either equal or less.
so when the little alligator thing is going like that way, you would always graph it this way.
No,
or-
because that's all going to change next week. You just have to know what it means, guys. If you learned an alligator and you learned that the alligator ate the little thing first, here's my alligator.
Alligator always
Okay.
ate the big thing.
No, they don't.
crocodile.
If you learned the alligator, look at my awesome alligator.
I thought that.
That does not look like an alligator. It looks like a lizard
Looks
coming
like
out
a
of water.
fish.
Okay, hold on. I got a better one. Hold on. You guys want to see a better one? 'Cause I bet you've never seen this. You have not. Because you haven't been in my class before. The piranha. Okay? Alligator, piranha, fish. Alright.
Wait, Miss.
It's okay. We're going to do more practice. Yeah?
So when
The thing, the inequality.
the piranha
Mm-hmm.
has the line under, it's always a closed circle.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what I said right here.
so like right here, it says the one we just did with the
This one?
yeah that one because it has the thing with the line under, it's gonna be closed.
Yeah. It's closed.
And then if it's just normal,
It's open.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, we're going to do some practice in the book.